guys, it's Reagan and today I'm filming my March book haul. If you could see all the books over here, you'd be like, Reagan? And I'd say, I don't know, guys. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the first 6 books I'm going to show you, I'm just going to kind of breeze through as I've already technically hauled them earlier in the month, so yeah. The first book is this beautiful edition of Alice in Wonderland. This is the Puff and Bloom editions with stunning illustrations, and then also this amazing like undercover dust jacket. I can't even handle how beautiful this book is. It keeps me up at night, people. I also got Fablehaven by Brandon Mall, the first book to one of his probably most known middle grade series. Then I got Vengeance Road by Aaron Bowman, which is a YA Western, which sounds really awesome, and again, a beautiful cover. And then I picked up finished copies of A Darker Shade of Magic and A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab, the first 2 books in V.E. Schwab's new high fantasy series, which I've been really enjoying so far. And last but not least of these first 6 books here, I have Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, the first book to Cassandra Clare's new Dark Artifices series. It was really good. So all those books I've already hauled in another video. I'll link it down below if you want more in-depth synopsises, or if you missed that book haul, yada yada yada. It'll be there for your viewing enjoyment. The next book I'm going to talk about is a book I received from the publisher, and I'm actually working with them for this video, and I'm really pumped about that. And it's called The Yoga of Max's Discontent, a novel by Karan Bahaj. This particular author is actually a bestseller in India, and this I believe is one of his debut novels in America, and it sounds really great. It's about a spiritual and emotional journey a man is taking, which is kind of a novel synopsis that I've been really into. I haven't been reading it, but I've been watching all the book to movie adaptations of these types of books, Wild, and stuff like that. I've just been really enjoying it. This novel follows our main character, Max, who kind of has lived the quintessential American dream. He grew up in a poor neighborhood in New York City, has worked really hard, and is now a very successful businessman, but then he finds himself on the day his mother passed away tragically from cancer to find that he's kind of discontented with his life, and he decides then to travel to India to kind of go on this spiritual journey to see if he can find Nirvana, and it sounds really great, and I'm not kidding when I say this book has gotten insanely positive reviews everywhere. I've looked on Goodreads, I've looked on Amazon, I've literally not seen a bad review of this, and so I'm really pumped to see this book. This novel's not out yet. It comes out on May 3rd, and the author and the publisher are actually running really awesome pre-order special, so I'll link that down below. Basically, a certain amount of pre-orders, people get a really cool prize and things along those lines. So yeah, I'll link that down below. But I'm excited to read it. I'm actually going to be reading it next month and reviewing it, so you'll get my thoughts and feelings on this book later, skater. Next up is just a random review copy I got in the mail that I was really excited about, and that is This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I obviously love Victoria Schwab, and this is her up-and-coming book that's going to be released in HarperCollins this summer, I think, and I was really excited to get this in the mail. I don't really know what it's about, but the back of the line hooked me. Kate Harker wants to be ruthless. August Flynn wants to be human. What? I think this has to do with the music, but I think it's really dark, and I'm just really excited. Victoria Schwab is an author I absolutely love. I feel like she writes dark literature especially super well, so I'm excited to see how this book goes. It's pretty long, and I'm really excited about it. The next 4 books I'm going to show you were all sent to me from HMH Kids, and I am working for them for this video, just to let you guys know. But basically, the next 4 books are going to cover every genre that you could really think of. There's essentially something for everyone in these next 4 books. The first one I am super pumped about. I've been anticipating this book since it was announced like 6 months ago. It is Into the Dim by Janet B. Taylor, and this book came out on March 1st, so it's already out in stores. You can get it if you're interested. And this book has been kind of pitched as fantasy, time travel meets like YA version of Outlander. This follows our main character Hope, and basically at the beginning of the novel she's told her mother was killed in a natural disaster thousands of miles away from home, so then she's sent to live with her aunt in Scotland. When she arrives, she finds out her mother's death and also her mother's past is much more than what she thinks. Turns out her mother was part of a secret time traveling society, and her mother is actually like 1,000 years into the past, and she has to go and save her. Yeah, this sounds really cool. One, I have read, I don't think any books set that far in the past in the British Isle, so that's really exciting. I'm kind of excited to see what kind of happens there. Yeah, basically fantasy, history, time travel, I'm in. I'm ready. Let's go. The next book I'm going to show you guys is Tell the Wind and Fire by Sarah Reese Brennan, and this book comes out April 5th, and this is kind of a revolution dystopian fantasy story, and I was really excited to receive this as well because this is actually a retelling of A Tale of Two Cities, or at least a loose retelling. I've actually already started this book and I'm enjoying it quite a bit so far. This novel is set in a futuristic America, and basically society has been regressed and divided into two different sections. We have the light city, which has light magic and is the people in power, they have the money, they have the wealth, they have the influence, and then there's the dark city, which is poor, they use dark magic, they don't have any political power. You kind of see the idea. And this novel follows our main character Lucy, who was actually born in the dark city, but due to very carefully crafted manipulations, she's now kind of a celebrity figure for the white city, and I just think that's really interesting. But the thing I'm really looking forward to this book, because I know it's going to happen, because in A Tale of Two Cities, basically there's the Britain and the France dichotomy. France erupts into revolution, and you have to deal with the consequences of that. Clearly the story is going to be set up all about revolution, and in fact there's one line in the synopsis that really hooked me. It says, "Blood and secrets alike spill out when revolution erupts. With both halves of the city burning and mercy nowhere to be found, can Lucy save either boy or herself?" This is gonna be great. I really hope so anyway. The next book I have here is a contemporary, and it is This Raging Life by Estelle Laurie, and this book also is out. It came out in December, so it's been out for a little while. This is a contemporary novel that's kind of family drama, personal self-discovery-esque kind of story. Basically, it follows our main character whose father is crazy and kind of left town. Her mother is also not around, and now she's kind of trying to live and survive life and do the things she needs to do to be successful for herself. But then she falls in love, and she has to deal kind of with the consequences of that. The tagline is, "Can the best thing happen at the worst time?" This book is supposedly poetic and funny and heart-wrenching and lovely and all the things you want to find in contemporary, so I'm excited to pick this up soon in the next couple of months, because I've been getting back in my contemporary mood. And the last book from them I'm going to show you is The Art of Not Breathing by Sarah Alexander, and this book comes out on April 26th. This is a mystery contemporary novel. Our main character's twin brother drowned 5 years ago, and she does not know why. She remembered being on the beach, but then all of a sudden she can't piece together the story after that. So now, shoot to present day, she's wanting to figure out what happened on that fateful day, and she meets this mysterious boy who introduces her to the activity of cliff diving, and that, coupled with the mystery, she starts to begin to unravel her past, and it sounds intriguing. The next book I have to show you guys is technically not a book, I don't think, and that's a coloring book, and it is Joyce Blooms to Color, and it is a spring coloring book full of flowers and trees and gardens and fun things to color. I really like to color. College is stressful, and I don't know, I find it relaxing. I don't really like to color humans, but I do really love to color like butterflies and birds, so I saw this and I thought this would be really fun, so I got this. The next book was also sent to me for review. I'm just noticing now in this video I got a lot of books sent for review, and that is because a lot of good books are coming out and I just can't resist emails. I'm like, yeah, that sounds great, send it my way, people. But the book is Chase the Dark by Annette Mary, and this is Steel and Stone Book 1, and this is a dark fantasy novel, which I'm always a fan of, let's be honest. And this follows our main character Piper, who really just wants one thing in life. She wants to become a council and become the peacekeeper between humans and demons, but unfortunately some things have happened that have made that a little difficult. This novel, a very powerful and secret magical weapon has been stolen, and she has been framed for this crime, and now she's on the run from the council itself, and she's just trying to get it together. Personally, I think this book sounds really exciting. I think it has a really dark romance in it as well, so I don't know. Paranormal fantasy series with a good romance is something I'm always looking out for and weak to, so when I saw this I was like, I think I will give that a try. The next book I have to show you guys is Teen Frankenstein by Chandler Baker, and this is like a YA retelling of Frankenstein, which I think is kind of absolutely amazing. Like, I don't know, I just feel like this could be like really funny. She brings him back to life. And this basically follows our main character, Tor Frankenstein, and driving one night she accidentally hits someone with her car, and but being the scientific genius that she is, she brings him back to life, and now begins the tale of a very familiar story that takes place in Texas, which I also thought was amazing. I couldn't resist that. And I just thought this sounded like a lot of fun. I love retellings, especially when they're kind of tongue-in-cheek, and I feel like this might be just that. It just sounds fun. I don't know. I just think it'll be fun. And especially for the fall, like Halloween time, this will be a great read, so I'm excited for this guy. And the last 4 books I'm going to show you guys are the books from Book Outlet. As you know, I have a Book Outlet page, which I will obviously leave down below. The first one I got was Raven Flight by Juliette Marillier. This is the second book to her Shadowfell series, which I got the first book from Book Outlet the other day. That is a YA fantasy series that I've heard really good things about, and the reviews of these are only getting better. So I just figured I'd keep picking them up as I see them for really, really cheap. And yeah, I'm excited to read these, I think, pretty soon. I want to read Juliette Marillier sooner rather than later. Next up is a very important book, and I'm excited about it. And it is Egghead by Bo Burnham. Thanks to Whitney, I figured out that this was on Book Outlet. If you didn't know this about me, I love Bo Burnham. I think he's absolutely hilarious, and this is his collection of like poetry with illustrations in it. It kind of reminds me of like an inappropriate Shel Silverstein. I'm pretty pumped. I think Bo Burnham is hilarious. If you didn't know, he kind of writes politically, societal, and politically charged songs. He started on YouTube and now he has a comedy special that's free to watch on YouTube. It's so funny, highly recommend. But I saw his book on there and I had to pick it up. This book is also applicable for my life, and it is Adulting. How to Become a Grown-Up in 468 Easiest Steps. And this is literally a book that just explains to you how to do things that adults have to do that you might not know how to do. Like, it's hilarious. Like, step 91, develop your own opinions. Like, or 271, if you find yourself in a serious bind, call and ask the people you owe money to for help. Like, what? Oh, it just looks really, really funny. I'm excited. I'm about to be an adult. I am an adult, but like more of an adult sooner than I think I'm ready for, so I got this. The last book I got in this book is Skyraiders Book 1 to the Five Kingdoms series by Brandon Mull. I now have 1 book at least, I think, in every well-known middle grade series that Brandon Mull has put out, or at least pretty close to. I don't actually even know what this is about, but I'm excited to have this. I think it's just another fantasy adventure series following a guy who gets thrust in a world and he has to save it, and I'm cool with that. Alrighty guys, that is my March book haul. Let me know down below books you got this month that you're excited about. I got a lot of review books that I should probably start reviewing soon. I'm pretty pumped about them. Anyway, I will see you guys soon with another video soon. Goodbye!